Choosing the right insurance plan can be an overwhelming and sometimes daunting task. Well, today, we're gonna help you out and give you the top 10 things you need to do when choosing your next insurance plan. Let's get after it. Hey folks, Jack Wingate here, and on this channel, we give individuals, families, and businesses tips, tricks, strategies to help you save money on insurance, help you understand insurance a little bit better, and let you know what's going on in the insurance industry. And today, we're gonna take some of the confusion out of choosing your next insurance plans with 10 different strategies to help you get started. All right, step number 1 may seem basic, but it's identifying what you actually want to insure. You see, before you can start getting insurance or even going through the process, you need to understand, do I want to insure my car? Do I want to insure a ring? Do I want to insure a home, my business, etc.? You have to identify what it is that you're wanting to insure. So step number 1, identify what you want to insure. Step number 2, you have to determine your risk level. So how likely are you to have a loss with whatever it is that you're trying to insure? If you have a ring, for instance, that you never wear, it stays locked in a safe, no one ever sees it, then maybe your risk level isn't that much. Now, that's not saying you shouldn't insure it, but maybe you think differently about it than you would maybe your car that you drive every single day. So number 2, identify your actual risk level and then your risk tolerance for having a loss. Number 3, and this is a tough one because you need to determine a budget. So for instance, if you're trying to insure your life insurance, you must start with a budget because let's face it, your family will never turn down money, so they would like you and need for you to have as much life insurance as possible. But if you can't afford to pay for it, it does no good to have life insurance for a month and then let it lapse for non-payment. So we have to set a budget for our insurance, and there are a number of budgeting tools out there that can help you get started. But step number 3, understand your budget for insurance. Number 4, research insurance carriers. And this may seem easy because we have the internet and we have Google, and we can simply type in a Google search for best insurance carriers, or we can think about the jingles that we hear every day or the commercials that we hear. But you have to be careful because I know, like in North Carolina, we see commercials all the time for Farmers Insurance, and they're a great carrier on the national level. They just don't operate in North Carolina. And then you might say, well, I have a manufacturing business, and that may be served by a lot of different carriers, but maybe not the ones that you know of. Maybe State Farm doesn't like manufacturing, or maybe Nationwide loves particular manufacturing or a contractor. So making sure that when you research the carriers, 1, they're good financially, but 2, they actually offer the coverage that you need. Number 5, and this is where you probably start needing some help, because do-it-yourself or DIY is not really a good way to go here. But you need to compare coverages because not every insurance policy is built equally. In the state of North Carolina, for example, there are multiple different homeowners policy types. Some carriers provide the HO3 form. Others have an enhanced homeowners form called the HE7, and we've actually done a video on HO3 versus HE7. We'll link it up right here. But not all homeowners policies are created equal, so knowing the type of coverages that are offered and being able to compare and contrast is key to making sure you get the right insurance. All right, number 6, this is where we're going to get into brass tacks. We're going to talk money. We need to compare cost, because while we may have 2 carriers that offer comparable coverages, the cost might be different. We might have higher standard deductibles with one. We might have different fees from another. Making sure you know your bottom line cost or your insurance premiums is a good start when comparing cost with different insurance carriers. Number 7, and this is where it gets dicey because now we're going to check for exclusions. See, the devil is in the details. The devil is in the small print, the fine print. And in most insurance contracts, they will have a list, sometimes pages upon pages upon pages upon pages of exclusions, meaning things that you are not covered for. So while you think, oh, well, I've got insurance, I'm covered, may be the case, may not be the case. All depends on that fine print in the exclusion. So make sure you know what is covered and what is not. Number 8. Yeah, 8. We're going to talk about additional coverages or different additional offerings. When you're looking and comparing insurance, some insurance companies might have some nice goodies or add-ons. I know one carrier we work with just gives you some goodies like diminishing deductible on the auto insurance. They might throw in roadside assistance. They might throw in some different additional insured verbiage that other carriers don't. So making sure you look through all of the different goodies on your insurance proposal is a great place to start. Number 9. Read your reviews. I mean, everything you buy now starts online. I think the statistic is like 83 to 85% of people start their buying process online, and they should. There's a plethora of information. But before you buy anything, more times than not, you're looking at the reviews. You're looking at the good reviews and the bad reviews. And that could be from insurance company reviews, but more importantly, you should be looking at insurance agent reviews. You want to make sure that your insurance agent has a lot of good reviews, and that could be, the main place obviously is Google. You can look for some Facebook reviews or maybe Yelp. Those two platforms aren't as big nowadays, but make sure you check the Google reviews for your insurance agent. If you look and they have 0 to 10 reviews, you might want to be a little leery before going in. You want to look with someone that has multiple reviews. Then go through and read the reviews. Is the agent responding to the reviews? Because if they're not responding to reviews, how likely are they to respond when you have an issue? So number 9, let's make sure you look at reviews. Number 10, and this is a shameless plug, but you should consult with an independent insurance agent. Why? Because an independent insurance agent has access to multiple carriers. They're not bound by any one carrier. They have in-depth knowledge most of the time about different product offerings, different coverages, and they can help educate you. Now, I think that we at ALLCHOICE do a great job. In fact, part of our slogan is serve, educate, and protect. We want to educate you on your insurance. So give us a call if you have questions about insurance, and we'll guide you through the buying process. And look, any independent agent should be able to do this. I just think we do it best. Hey folks, I hope this has been helpful. Buying insurance, honestly, is a sucky experience because most insurance is confusing. You need someone that's going to guide you through the process. Now, we've got a bunch of YouTube videos that can go over different coverages. Hope these can be helpful. Until next time, we'll see you.